Hey guys, good morning. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. I know I am. It's about 11 o'clock here in North Carolina, 10 to 11. So, there's some news that came out today in regards to the schedule for next year. They didn't get rid of the Busch Clash, but they kind of did. It's now going to be the road course at Daytona instead of just the Oval Speedway. I'm good with it. I could care less about the Clash. I think that Clash lost its hype and meaning a long time ago. So that's the plan. They've also condensed the Clash, or the Daytona Speed Weeks, so it's no longer a 2-week event. So I think that's good. Saving teams money, hotel rooms, all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, so that's a good thing for the sport, I do believe. So one thing that's been kind of, and I want to get other people's opinion on this to see how people feel, but one thing that's been kind of bugging me, or something that I've been seeing is it seems like it's coming from the younger, like NASCAR fans, for the most part. But I see a lot of these, and I don't think NASCAR should be still stuck in the 70s and 80s and 90s. I don't think that. I'm all about being progressive and moving it forward, to a large extent. Of course, there is a limit of kind of compromising, but a lot of people are talking how ratings are up and restrictor plate races with Ryan Newman and everything else. So the most dangerous wrecks we've had, minus Chicagoland, when Dale Hart Jr. got his concussion a few years ago. I think it was Chicagoland, or was it Michigan? One of those tracks. Pretty sure it was Chicagoland. The most severe injuries or some bad injuries have had happened. Senior, Newman, Kyle Busch broke his leg. Still won a championship in the Cup year, but broke his leg that year. Or something happened to his leg. I don't know, hip, whatever it was. So with that said, I don't think that they need to necessarily get rid of Talladega and Daytona. Personally, me, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. I could care less about those damn tracks. But I know they're ratings getters, and that's where NASCAR makes a lot of money. But I, as a fan, would like to only see them go Talladega and Daytona once a year. I think restrictor plate racing is generally boring. It's a double-edged sword, because nowadays it's almost anyone's race. Larry McReynolds has said a bunch of times, if it cranks up. Oh, I got some pen on me here. Permanent magic marker. If it cranks and it's got wheels on it, you got a chance to win, and that's true. Generally speaking, the cars up front do tend to win, but a lot of times, more than not, those cars get wrecked out just as easy too. And I've seen the first row and the second row get wrecked out. You do want to put yourself in the front, because it seems like that is the best chance to have to win, but the chances seem to really go up and down, just by the nature of the restrictor plate racing. To put some things in perspective, besides 1979, the 1979 Daytona had 10.5 on the rating scale. The rating scale only goes up to 11 or 12, right? So 2018's Daytona 500 was 5.3. 2017's was lower than that. 2017's was 6.5. This year was 8.1. On Monday was like 7.4, something like that. So to put things in perspective, when a lot of these people keep talking like, "Oh, ratings are up, they're up." But let's say you used to make $30 an hour at your job. You got fired. You start making $20 an hour, new job, and they give you a $2 raise. That's a $2 raise, but sometimes that raise ain't enough to keep the family going. I mean, it's nice you got a $2 raise, but that's just putting a Band-Aid on it. So I don't know what the ratings need to be for this sport to really bounce back and be in a healthy position. They're having to do a lot of cuts now, I think, because the money's not just rolling in like it should be from fans and, ratings and everything else. So to put more into perspective, the Daytona 500, basically in the early 2000s, from 2001 to 2005, when Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Michael Waltrip was doing their thing on restrictor plates, ratings were in the low 9s, mid 9s, and high 10s. 2006, they were in the low 10s with Jimmy Johnson winning. Ward Burton in like 2002, I think, he won it. Ratings were high on that race. Some of the higher 2000s are really high, like 2013, 2010. Those were some really high Daytona, meaning in the mid 9s, low 10s, low 9 ranges. So to put things in perspective, as high as people think the ratings are now, they're nothing what they used to be. Like, they're a whole 2 points off in some cases. So, and the previous years that, they were way, way down, They were up this year because, the president and everything else, that's the only reason they were freaking up. It wasn't up because people really wanted to watch the race. They just wanted to see the president. The Democrats wanted to see him. The liberals wanted to see him. The conservatives wanted to see him. The Republicans wanted to see him. They all just wanted to see him. Like, it didn't matter if you were a race fan or not. My grandma, she called me. She doesn't watch NASCAR. She's like, yeah, I want to see the president on there. So I watched her. You know what I mean? Like, and after that, she's like, I stopped watching it, But that boosts ratings. So, that's my feelings on it. Let me know how you guys feel about Daytona getting downsized one race. If you like it, you don't like it. I'd like to see Nashville Fairgrounds come back, or Nashville Speedway. I'd like to see Nazareth Speedway come back. There's a couple more out there in the Midwest that I'd like to see come around. The Rock, I mean, that place has got to get going, man. Like, they got to figure that place out. Like, they're still hanging on to her. So let me know what you guys think. And leave some comments below. If you like the channel, subscribe to it. That whole thing. If you don't like it, you can tell me to go fuck myself or whatever. That's cool too. But talk to you guys later. I hope you have a great afternoon. And as always, keep moving forward.